Paul, we're on, we're live. Yeah, you can go ahead and speak.
Okay. Sorry for the technical bit of it. I've been preparing for this. I've been looking forward to this space and being passionate about this space. I've been looking forward to share the little that I've learned and continue to learn. So I'm very sorry for coming on late. I hope next time it's going to be better. Yes. Anything else?
Amazing. Maybe before we go any further, an introduction, who you are, what you do, and then we can go from there.
Okay, my name is Paul Businge. I am the CEO of Linkem Company. It's a growing tourism company, but also blending in with technology. And I have been involved in this space since 2016 when I got to know about it. And I have been progressively learning, and I've been passionate, and I'm still passionate about it. I've been so vocal. I'm still a student because it's something that is progressive, but I am very passionate and very vocal about it. And I believe I want to take this opportunity to thank Muda and everyone involved for considering to invite me to share my passion and what I've learned in this space.
Okay, Paul, could we maybe get into your company a bit? Like, how are you connecting? How are you connecting technology with tourism? Are you getting crypto, earning crypto using tourism?
Well, I am in talks with people who are so tech savvy more than me, and we are trying to create an excitement about tourism and bringing the real experience. Because one of the things I want to let you know that people are very confused because probably of the jargons we use, and they don't know how to connect this technology, blockchain, the Web3, and all that. So through tourism, we are going to help people meddle in slowly to understand this technology. So probably we're going to create NFT packages around them. We are going to slowly involve and educate people so that they can begin to pay in crypto for their packages so that they can have an experience and see the transparency and how fast they can be able to connect across the globe. So that is what we are working on too. And slowly, I believe, because one of the things you need to know is that tourism relates to people. People love going out for vacations, love sightseeing and all that. So the only way we can help most people who are still adamant or not aware of the space is to come down to what excites them. And tourism is one of those. And then involve technology. And maybe through that, through using what they love to do, we could be able to slowly inculcate and give them the education, and probably that's how they'll be able to understand it at a layman's idea.
Okay, that's really nice. Let's go back to 2016. How do you find crypto? What's the story behind that? How do you get into this space?
Sorry, just
the question is just going back to 2016 when you find crypto, the space, the Web3 space. How do you? What is the story? That was it a coin? Was it maybe a friend who introduced you? How did you get into this space?
Oh yeah, it is a friend who introduced me in the space, but it seems like the previous year I had been getting a desire into tech. So this friend of mine phoned me when I was ready, my heart was open to this tech. Yes, I got into what was seemingly, if you're in Uganda, at that time we were just getting into know cryptocurrency. So I happened to know about it through a certain coin, which did not materialize, and still in for all those years is still in the baby stages. And through that, we know that knowledge works through networks, moves through networks, and it's through that particular coin, cryptocurrency, that I realized that it's a big space, and that was the beginning of my research. And the rest is history. Probably, if you want me, I could tell you I've been able to, because of a desire to learn, I was able to also carry on with the fast security. Because of the issues that happened during the beginning of us getting this knowledge, there were already scams and everything. Whatever was happening, this one was saying this coin is not the best. This is coming to take over this. So there was a lot of illusion. So I decided to go deeper into studying, and I landed on a project that I was honored to take to the blockchain, where we're among the first, were among the sponsors of the 2019 blockchain summit, and this was a security token project. Why did I have this passion on this project? Because now we're dealing with something that was tangible, where people were buying into a project which was asset backed. So from that moment, I realized that actually we can do without scams if we give ourselves to education. And there are projects out there that have usability and have a good utility, and people can buy in and get involved, and they can actually earn from it. So yes, that was 2019. I don't know if you want to go on, if I can go on with other projects that have opened my eyes and continue to open my eyes to other
Please
things
do.
in this space.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead and tell us.
Yes, like in 2020, during the pandemic, at the epic of the pandemic, I also got involved in a project which I opened for Africa. That was the Coin Zoom exchange. It was, exchange. It's just where we exchange services. I mean, fear to whatever, change our cryptos. Maybe from fear to getting value for your assets. So I happened to get involved in CoinZoom Exchange, the first exchange in the US to partner with Visa Card. And what excited me was my passion was growing, because as able to give even the banks in Uganda something to think about crypto. Why? Because this was partnering with the Visa Card, so we could actually buy cryptos on this exchange, change them to our currency, to dollars, and send directly to the bank. So during 2020, it also was another exciting moment where I had to deal with the Centenary Bank, because they could not imagine, an exchange sending directly to the bank. So I had an opportunity also to share with the Centenary Bank and the people who were involved in the foreign exchange. And wow, that was a good experience, that actually we are already in this space and it is working. And much as many people do not know that there's information there, it's true that systems have been created, governments are looking to this, but there are already platforms that are already working together with governments, with existing platforms, even traditional platforms like banks. So, and imagine, this is a platform in the US, and I can just change it to dollars by cryptocurrency and then send to the bank within 12 hours. It's already in my bank. I actually had an opportunity to own the first Visa card with crypto, which I can use at any ATM. So to the listeners, right now on this space, I want to tell you that much as it seems it's still in the baby stages, there are people out there, if you give yourself to information, like coming on this space, like Muda, Twitter space, not just for fun, it's information, things are happening. We are using these cards. Personally, I own a crypto card. I can use it to go to traditional banks and withdraw. So much as it looks to be an illusion, or maybe we are not seeing the tangibility, maybe it's for a few, but it's happening. So I want to take this opportunity to tell everyone on the space that embrace it, search for both knowledge. There are people who are having actually usability for this space, and they're giving real products that relate to our real world. and it's no longer something that is strange. It is real when you give yourself to information, and that's why I would encourage everyone to be on Muda Talks every 2 weeks, so that you can be out of the cocoon of people who are not informed. Yeah. Yes. And of course, I have been also honored to have a test. I am giving examples. I'm not trying to, show what I have, but also last year I was able to have an opportunity to own the first phone built on Cardano blockchain. We all look forward for security and privacy. And the blockchain space is bringing all this. So right now I own, though in Africa we cannot communicate, but I own a real tangible device that you use that really shows the blockchain usability, that you can actually have privacy. We're not just talking about blockchain having privacy and security, but we are having gadgets. People are out there, they are dreaming and they're creating these things. It's happening. So that's why I would want to encourage you. I always hear people say statements like, this is not financial advice, but you see, when you have touched and felt, why not? I mean, these Muda Talks are here to let us know that we can exchange this information. It's happening. It may not be happening in your space, but elsewhere. And if you desire to learn and get involved, you will actually touch this space and experience it. Yeah, probably I could stop there for any other question.
The key question that maybe we can get into is what advice would you have for maybe women getting into this space, and how does it look like, especially have to be in such a space?
Oh my goodness, if there is anything that has brought inclusion for women, it is the space that we're in, the Web3, the blockchain, and the cryptocurrency in the area of transaction. Being women, I was just talking to myself, and I'm like, this technology is actually bringing back the real human evolution. As humans grow, they desire to have privacy. They desire to, get out of control. They desire to have things made easy. So back to what a woman is. This is what probably is going to remove the notion that women were marginalized in other areas, because when we talk about Web3, we are talking about inclusion. We are talking about a system that is not managed by a central person or government or a big corporation. It is a system that is favoring everyone. So every woman who feels like, there's a lot of things that a woman has to do, from being a mother, a wife, a home tech, and all that. But with this technology, you're able to have everything in the confines of your home. You're able to run your ideas. And because it's open, it's more about users, giving people users, then women have the opportunity to create stuff. NFTs, like I told you what I'm planning with my tourism. There is no limit in this with technology. It has nothing like this belongs to a man or whoever. With all this evolvement and happenings and things changing, it is bringing us more space for us to get involved, because it's not limited. With technology, there is nothing, especially with this Web3. There is nothing like saying, this belongs to a man or this belongs to a woman. So I would want to encourage every woman to come in. Why? Because with Web3, we are going to see having every transaction on every device. It's not going to be only limited on a PC, probably in the office. Just look at what happened right now. I mean, I had issues with my app and all that, and Peggy connected me. And look, we are having talks in the conference of our home, so there is no excuse that you're a woman and you have all these responsibilities, you can't get involved. There's a lot of opportunities for you to be creative. All these ideas that women have when it comes to NFTs, I mean, some women are artistic, some women are musical, some women have a story to tell. Art is history, they can be able to create monetary values out of their ideas. So I want to encourage the women that this is our era. We're in an era where there is no excuse that we are limited. I hope I've answered you.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Given that we started a little bit, maybe you have any parting remarks that may be something that you would like to share, that even the people who listen to the space after we are finished can pick up.
Well, I want to go back to let the people know that are going to listen, that are listening and going to listen after that. This should not be something that looks so strange. It should only bring us back to history, that we have been evolving. When we talk about Web3, I mean, we need to let people know that we started some time back. When we talk about cryptocurrency, we talk about Web3, when we talk about, Web3, we have to first talk about Web 1. All of us were involved in Web 1. It's not something, we're not starting something new. It's not being started afresh. No, we are just, laying another third foundation. We used Yahoo. We're still using it, Google and all that, Microsoft. Then we came to Web 2.0, where it was a little bit interactive, Amazon and everything. And now we realize that there were loopholes in Web 2, and that's how it has birthed Web 3. So whoever is listening and is going to listen, there's nothing new. It's just a layer upon layer, like how you go from baby stage to infantry to, as you grow, things happen. So I want to tell you that this Web3 is simply another layer of internet that is making it easier for users to be part of the process, to have their privacy, to have their say on what is happening. It's no longer now governments or big corporations, deciding for them. Everyone is inclusive, and also people should know that whatever is going to become mainstream will always be rejected first. For example, the brothers that invented the airplane, they were told that they were the first to usher in the era of demons. They said if God wanted us, to have, wings, to have planes, he would have given us wings. When it came to the phone, they said, why should we have a gadget yet we have a mouth? When it came to even the computers, they told Bill Gates, that should be for military or, professors, So what we're experiencing, because why am I emphasizing is that we have now to speak to people, to the masses. A few have realized that this is it, but the masses are not getting it. They think it's something that has dropped from heaven. It is something that is, but we have been seeing that human beings naturally, we tend to go for things that we are used to and things that we're comfortable with. But later we catch up when certain people keep on fronting and giving education. For example, when we talk about cryptocurrency and Web3 and involvement of metaverse and NFTs, and people say, oh, we do not understand it. Yes, people, human beings naturally, we do not tend to go for things that are new easily. Even the introduction of plastic cards. Plastic cards were not introduced in the early 80s or late 70s. It was produced in the 50s. but it took 30 years for people to accept it. So I want to encourage everyone listening and everyone who wants to go into this space that whatever is going to become mainstream is not going to just be accepted anyhow, but it needs, people need to be educated every single day. People have to be fronted. People like Munda Talks have to continuously be on because people need education. So, and we need to know that all these have a monetary value, and all this technology is actually bringing the power back to people. We all see around the world, everyone is trying to gain their power. You know, everyone is fighting to get control. You know, they are tired. Everyone is complaining about politics somewhere. This is not. This one is not doing this. This leader is not doing this. It is a fight to get power back to themselves as human beings. So this is the technology where we are going to see. I mean, with the decentralization coming in, we are going to see a free privacy. We are going to see trust. We are going to see everyone having the ability to authenticate their services. Yeah. So that's what I would say.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're coming to the end of the space, even though with the technical challenges, we are so happy to have you, Paul. The energy is unmatched. And I really hope we can do this again sometime because we would really like to, hear from you, especially with your journey in crypto and the enthusiasm. We really, really love it.
Yeah. Most definitely. Pa- yeah, Pal will be having lots of Muda talks with her, and we also plan to have educational webinars happening with Muda.
Yes.
So that is something that is really in the cooks, and well, they are going to be for free, so no one is paying for anything. We'll have webinars organized. We'll have educational, spaces that we, try to teach people what crypto is all about, what NFTs are all about, what is metaverse, how can you be able to earn, how can you be able to benefit. So we'll be hearing a lot from Pal. And
Yes.
she's
Thank
really
you very
opened up.
much.
We're really grateful for that. She's opened up a lot of opportunities for us, and with the partners that she's also bringing on board, it's just going to be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to having more. I know that this was going to be powerful, but thank you so much, Munda, for the opportunity. I believe that going forward, it's going to be bigger. It is going. Many people. I had invited many people, especially those who are very young in the area but interested. I believe that this is the beginning of a massive move. And to everyone next time, I mean, we are all going to be on Munda Talks. I think we should be ambassadors for Munda Talks if we are going to see this education go on. So, yeah, thank you so much for having me. Once again, I'm honored and humbled. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, everyone, for attending this space. As usual, Minute Exchange every other Thursday. So the next space is going to be the next Thursday, and we shall be announcing the guests. And hopefully, let me just hope we can squeeze in Pal, such is more clear next time. Thank you so much for attending the space. We'll see you all next Thursday. Cheers.
Yep. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night. Thank you so much.